You could be breathing a radioactive gas that causes lung cancer in your home. Radon is an invisible, odorless, radioactive gas that can build up inside your home, workplace, or at schools. I'll tell you how to get rid of it. According to the World Health Organization, radon is a major cause of lung cancer, the second biggest after smoking. It causes around 3 to 14% of all lung cancers, depending on the national average radon level and the smoking prevalence. Where does this radon gas come from then? Well, it's released from rocks, soil, and water. Radon comes from the breakdown of naturally occurring radioactive elements, such as uranium and thorium, in soils and rocks. As part of the radioactive decay process, radon gas is produced. The soil under and around a house is usually the source of indoor radon. How do you know then if there's uranium and thus radon in the ground where you live? Google radon maps. It's not dangerous to walk around outdoors in these areas with lots of potential radon. The reason being that outdoors, radon quickly dilutes to very low concentrations and is generally not a problem. The problem is when you put a house on top of the soil. Radon can travel through air pockets in the soil and into your house. It gets into your basement, crawl space, or the foundation slab of the house. And from there, it can travel into the living space through cracks and holes. Since it is a gas, it needs to be contained to build up harmful levels so that it has time to get into your lungs. For this reason, it also needs to be a building where you spend a lot of time, like for example your home. When we breathe, the radon particles are deposited on the cells lining the airways, where they can damage DNA and potentially cause lung cancer. Uranium, radium, and other elements in the decay chain can also dissolve into water and concentrate. This way, it can also get into your shower or drinking water. However, the risk is much lower when radon is in water than when it's in the air. Did people in the old days have problems with radon? Probably not as much as we do now. This is an issue for modern humans, since we nowadays build much tighter envelopes and much more energy efficient. How do you get rid of radon then? Well, first you find out if there is a radon problem in your house. There are devices for measuring radon. Also check your radon map. Maybe it isn't even a problem where you live. If it turns out you have too much radon in your indoor air, there are well-tested, durable, and cost-efficient methods for preventing radon in new buildings and reducing radon in existing buildings. No need to build a new foundation, tear down the house, or something like that. As the World Health Organization says, passive systems of mitigation can reduce indoor radon levels by more than 50%. When radon ventilation fans are added, radon levels can be reduced even further. If you don't have a crawl space or basement, you can mechanically remove radon like this. In the soil, there's a pipe that gathers up radon, and on top of the roof, there's a roof fan. This way, the radon that's rising up from the ground gets safely transported through the building. This kind of system is usually installed when building the house. If you have a crawl space, you can use the roof fan and some rust poles to ventilate it. You can get by with only rust poles, but the radon removal is most efficient with a roof fan connected.